Hi, it's Mitch from PickDawgz.com here with your free pick in the Mavericks versus Jazz NBA matchup on Monday, April 5th, 2021. Boy, two good teams going at it in this one. Two playoff teams. The Jazz with the best overall record in the NBA coming into this one, and going to have that for quite some time unless the Phoenix Suns catch them. Probably the only ones that have a chance to catch them. And then on the other side of this one, the Mavericks finally making that leap and looking like a playoff team, but they are in the 7th spot in the Western Conference. But, they're still about 3 games clear of the Grizzlies and the Spurs, who are battling it out for that final spot. And it's always a tenuous spot, that 7th spot in the standings, when there's two teams battling it out for that 8th spot, because there will come a stretch where neither of them will lose. So you're going to have to do it yourself if you're in that 7th spot, if you want to maintain your position and maintain the spot in the playoffs. The Mavs, not a very good chance of catching the Blazers in the 6th spot in the standings, but even making the playoffs is a big stretch forward for this Mavericks team, which I felt like the betting public and the general public has kind of gotten ahead of themselves with this team. They are definitely heading in the right direction. I'm not 100% sure that they're there. Meanwhile, the Utah Jazz, we know this team is there. They lost in the Western Conference semifinals to the Nuggets last year in a game that came right down to the final, seconds of the game, in a series that went 7 games. That's how close they are. And I believe that they believe that this could be their year. Certainly going to have to beat a lot of teams that have players that have been sitting out, like the Lakers, at full strength in a 7-game series to do that. But I think that is what the Jazz are spending this entire season, making sure that they know all the ins and outs of, what they can do as a team and, all the different various situations. So they are playing it straight. You're not seeing a lot of resting of players and all that stuff from the Utah Jazz, and that's why they're 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games, but just 5-5 against the number, while the Mavericks are 7-3 straight up and against the number in their last 10 games, certainly playing some outstanding basketball themselves. This is the feature game of the day, make no mistake about it. Jazz 3rd ranked in the NBA in offense, 4th ranked in the NBA in defense, while the Mavericks 8th ranked in defense. And that's where they've made the big leap. It's not just Luka hitting shots all night. They're playing D, and when you play defense and you have a guy that can shoot like that, and everybody else, it's kind of like it's contagious. Like we saw the other night with them, against the Celtics, where it was just raining threes. Just everything was going in, and if you play a little defense with that, very, very tough to beat. I just think that when you look at this line, Porzingis is questionable here, but when you look at this line, it's almost like the books are looking for some action here on the Mavericks, because normally you would think, well, the Mavs at home plus the 5.5, well, that seems like a pretty good deal. And, they're also 7-3 in their last 10 against the number, and the Jazz 5-5 in their last 10 against the number. But the books will set the numbers trying to get action on one side or another. And that 5.5 for the Mavs, to me, just looks like they're trying to get action on the Mavs. And as you guys know, when the books are looking for action on one side, I usually take the other. I'm going to take the Utah Jazz and lay the 5.5, and that's going to be my free pick in what's going to be a great game. Of course, I would love to hear what you guys have to say in this game. By all means, leave your pick in the description. Just remember, we're betting against the books, not against each other. So let's keep it. Let's work together as a team and try and cash out on this thing. And of course, while you're there, if you can hit that thumbs up like button, helps me a ton. Costs you nothing, takes you about a half a second, and keeps these free pick videos coming. Of course, if you're looking for some premium picks, just click on the link in the description of this video. You can dip your toe in the water and see what premium picks are all about. Check out our YouTube Premium Picks. It's a monthly membership, which is reasonably priced, and you get a pick each day from myself, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Bittler. Depending on what plan you get, there's another plan where you can get 2 picks a day from each of us at, like I said, really a discounted price to what we charge for our normal premium packages over at the website. So click on the link in the description and check it out.